Hello, I'm Boarding Brute, and today on the front I'm going to be talking about 4 ways to obtain a fairly vital component, inorganic salt ore. So you're going to need this for pretty much all the fun things in this game. Earlier on in the game it is somewhat tricky to obtain in larger quantities, but as you progress, as you move areas, um, you'll come to find out there's some decent ways to get it. So today we're talking about 4 ways to get inorganic salt. Number one of the biggest things, the pit mines. So there's 2 pit mines on the map. The pit mines are right here in the top left of I-9 and right here in the mid left of K11. A notable area too is right here on this little island. At the south point, there is a whole bunch of salt ore nodes right on the beach there. It's a little mini POI, so there's going to be some NPCs, some pistol guys, pike guys, the usual. But that is a notable area. So, you know, if you go to K11 and you hit that little beach too, that's a pretty decent yield. I-9, like I said, I-9, K11, those are the 2 pit mines on the map for inorganic salt. Yeah, if you're gonna go and get into doing some heavier mining, you should kind of look into the talents. And if you go here to survival and you get your level up, you're gonna be looking at ore analyst. So it's a chance to break the ore node immediately. Super phenomenal to have for farming in this game. That and a decent quality jackhammer. I will say for most of the playthrough so far, we've been using like a legendary jackhammer with 220 collection rate, and it does really well. Definitely worth it. When you're taking that leap from the beginning game to the mid to late game, grinding out the resources to get one of those legendary jackhammers going very early, that's going to save you a lot of troubles. And also spending the books on ore analyst, that's gonna do wonders for you. So yeah, the pit mines, there you go. We have a little picture here. K11, there's one. I-9, that's the first way we're bringing up. The second way, we have the mini miners. They're little auto mines you can put down. There is the larger version. I believe it takes a little bit more power, but if you have multiple people in your group, they are each able to place one of these down in your settlement. And if you leave these running for 6 to 12 hours, you're going to come back and there's going to be a little bit of everything in there. Some stone, some of the different ores, and there it is, inorganic salt ore. The other way is with the furnaces. The forge, blast furnace. Those, if you take some stone, so if you have a lot of stone nodes very close to your base and you happen to have a lot of it on hand, there's 2 ways to get it from the forge, which is superior refinement and advanced refinement. By all means, if you are higher level and you're using a blast furnace, definitely use superior refinement. It's just a better one of the 2 to be utilizing. So late game, you're going to be using that all the time. But that is another good way. Like early on in the game, if all you have is stone around, definitely hit advanced refinement. It's going to generate a little bit of inorganic salt as it generates lead, iron, and copper ore. So it gives you a little bit of everything for the price of stone. So again, good jackhammer, ore analyst. This is going to help you obtain a lot of stone, be coming back with like 5,000 to 6,000 stone each run, and by the end of it, you're going to have almost like half 1,000 inorganic salt ore. So that's the second way to do this. The manual miner, if you are in the position that you just leave your computer on overnight, so starting out on the fresh server can be somewhat tricky. These manual miners are fantastic. So I'll AFK on these for the first night and have it collecting crude oil, because that's also very important early game. But if you're at the point where you have so much crude oil you have no idea what to do with it, You can look at the manual miner, hold F, and there's either oil collection, which will give you crude oil, sand, and clay, 3 resources, or ore collection, and this is another way you can obtain inorganic salt. And again, with the stone, you can break that down to furnace and do your advanced refinement and get a little bit more that way too. So that's it. I think we got the mini mines, pure refinement, manual miner, and then the one thing I will say is there are other nodes scattered around the map. So as you go through the different areas of the map, make sure you explore everywhere. So don't just hunker down in one spot. Make sure while you're in peacetime or whatever, make sure you get out and explore the map, figure out where the other rocks just naturally spawn, because there are places aside from the salt mines where there's salt rocks. I'm not going to bring those, I'm not going to put those on the video, but I'll leave those as a surprise for you to find. Anyways, yeah, thank you very kindly for watching, and if you like the content, like and subscribe, and we'll bring you some more videos soon. Have fun.